You're going to receive both. At retail, just one of the Divine drips is offered at $42. You're getting two here for $42. So it's a sold separately story of $84. You're saved. It's like half price, basically, half of what you would spend at retail. So the price goes away at the end of the day. The 4 easy pays goes away at the end of the day, and there will be no reorder on this configuration once they sell out. So all that being said, this was the original of the Divine Drip series, if you will.
Exactly. So this was what Josie created as the cure-all to really dry skin. This is the area, and again, it's that you're going to crack into it, creme brulee-like formula that's so beautiful and rich. This is super rich. This is for those areas on your skin, like your heels or your elbows, those areas that really are just depleted with moisture. It has the honey and the argan oil churned together to lock in the moisture, to infuse your skin with what it needs. It's a buttery-like texture that's just going to speak to those really dehydrated places. And again, a little tiny bit goes a long way, and it just gets absorbed completely into your skin. Look at that. Look at that elbow.
It's a beautiful elbow.
Well,
it's
thank you.
cooling. You didn't have any accidents on the playground at Media Elementary School, did you?
No, I did not.
You should see my knees. You want to talk about scars? You could it's like a road map, but it has a cooling feel when you first touch it. Then you put it on, and it literally, you can feel it just kind of melting into the skin. It is so luxurious, and it smells divine. So a couple things. The honey vanilla scent and the honey lilac are scents that are only available here at QVC for a limited time. So please don't miss out on those. Describe those two sets, and then we'll go on over to Pat.
Okay, so honey vanilla is the sweetness of honey with the warmth of vanilla. Think about vanilla, though, not a synthetic vanilla. I want you to think about that beautiful vanilla that's like a vanilla pod, that when you crack it open, that vanilla bean, you have those little seeds, that fresh vanilla when you bake. That's what that's about. And then our, honey lilac, it's, again, that lilac bush in the springtime when you walk past it and those blooms are just opening, but with, bees buzzing around it with some honey. It's the sweetness and the freshness all mixed together. And this is that formulation that's going to speak to if your hands are really dry this time of year, your heels, your knees, any part of your body. My midriff always gets really dehydrated, and it's very uncomfortable. It's actually painful. The only thing that has saved me this year has been Divine Drip.
Yeah, think about your shoulders where your bra friction is, where your the straps hit, and all those different areas. So if those are areas of concern and you get that flakiness, then you need to try Divine Drip.
Divine. I have to say, when I saw the three of you walk out here in those shoes, first of all, I was impressed that you can stand in those shoes and walk so well in those shoes. I was thinking, how many times do you go this time of the year where you're going somewhere nice? All right, so we know we use the illuminizing body butter on our legs, but what's going on with your feet? Did you ever look at your heels, and are they all cracked? It's because we have them shoved in shoes with socks and everything else, or hose this time of the year. So here's something. This to me, and I broke into mine the other day because I don't know what was, I have a lot of sun damage, my own fault. I grew up in the era where I used olive oil and laid out there, and hopefully you all know a lot better than we did in those days, so I'm paying for it. But this is your 911 when you're looking at something and you're going, ugh. Just break right into it like creme brulee, and then go ahead and move it around, because you will instantly feel better. It'll look different. A little goes a long way. So wherever that is for you, here's your 911. And don't worry, you'll never see me in those shoes, although they are actually very sexy and pretty, girl.
There's a better chance of seeing you in those shoes than seeing me in those shoes. But it does make a difference. You put it on dry skin, and immediately, I just did it on my heels, because you need to do this on a regular basis, and your skin is like, wow, thank you.
It erases all of that dryness. And a treatment that I love is if you really, because I like to have pretty feet, and it's really important to have smooth, sexy feet. Put this on, put a pair of your favorite socks on. You will wake up with the most soft, smooth skin. And because of the honey that's going to draw in the moisture, this works all night long. It works all day long. It is the perfect formulation. And again, the scents are just so delicious and natural, and it just cocoons your skin in deliciousness.
The places that you start to see those, you know, the fine lines, the knees, the top of the knees, you know, the elbows, like you said, your feet, your heels, the hands that are in water more now because we're trying to wash and make sure we don't have germs that we're transferring from one thing to next. So that's where all of this kind of a product really does make a difference. Huge, huge value here, as with all the products that we're presenting in this hour. The price on this goes away at the end of the day. Right now, it's $42. Now, typically, one of the Argan and Honey Divine Drip sells for $42. One. Sold separately, that means this is $84 of product that you're getting for $42, but we do not have an auto delivery here. So once again, if this is where you live and you know you love cracking into it like Pat does, then get yourself a couple of sets, take advantage of the Easy Pay, and then you're set. Put them in the bathrooms and, you know, in the closets.
Everybody loves it.
Everybody is going to have
My dad
their,
loves this.
Divine Drip.
You know, we were talking about men and how they just get distinguished as they get older and we get old. Well, anyway, my dad has really dry skin, and you know, he takes some medication. It really depletes his skin of hydration. He cannot live with it. He calls it the jar of honey. Can you bring me home the jar of honey? He'll always say. So it really is. It speaks to some of the driest areas, some of the most depleted skin in terms of hydration, and it's just going to cocoon your skin with what it needs.
And it's funny because a lot of times with these ultra hydrating, intense formulations that we use for extreme dry skin, they're waxy and heavy.
Oh, yeah.
This is not going to be that. It has a wonderful, very luxurious type of a feel to it. A 343978 is the item number. The price goes up at the end of the day for Easy Pays of $10.50 per month. 300 sets spoken for. Again, continue to place your order. I'm going to leave you for just a second if you'll hang in there. We've got more. We're going to talk about the 4-piece set in just a moment. We also have the concealer sticks coming up in the show, so there's a lot of good things from Josie's collection still to come.
And all on Easy Pay.
You know it. We asked you to get interactive with us, and we did it on our Facebook pages today. Today is National Love Your Pet Day.